I know I need to size up with you, and when I defang the Viper, trust me, ain't gonna come from nowhere. Jeff, I already put you out. I don't even know why you're out here right now. Keep on talking. Hey, do me a favor. Why don't you act like this is an AA meeting and you shut your mouth while I'm sharing with the group? And Mustafa, you out here, a boy among men. And I'm gonna tell you what, you got lucky at the Rumble, so I know you're gonna come out here and run your mouth about how bad you are. But let me give you a little bit of a reality check. You see, Mustafa, you said that my eyes don't lie. Well, your eyes don't lie either, because last week, they were closed real tight when I put your simple ass to sleep. And AJ, hey man, be honest with me. How's our old girl Wendy doing?
Welcome back to the Clark Street Wrestling Podcast. It's me, Hafeez, and with me as always is Devin, and we are about to go through AEW Double or Nothing, kicking off live this Sunday on pay-per-view.
On Sunday, another Sunday pay-per-view.
Sunday, you know, it's a good day to have a pay-per-view, you know, like it's nice to have a proper Sunday pay-per-view versus the Saturday pay-per-view for wrestling, so I'm looking forward to that.
Memorial Day weekend as well, so you know,
Memorial Day weekend,
barbecue, enjoy some nice wrestling. So yeah.
I mean, I'll be working for most of it, so I'll just be coming home and trying to catch it as soon as I can when I get home. So I don't know about the barbecue part for me necessarily, but I am excited. You know that I'll live off the deliciousness of the wrestling, you know, versus barbecue.
There we go.
That'll be mine. But yeah, this is a stacked card. You know, counting the buy-in, we've got 10 matches here. The NWA Women's Championship match is kicking things off pre-show, and then they're going to go straight into Double or Nothing from there. So we got 9 on the main card. Just kind of taking a quick glance at this, like this is pretty big, and I guess the only concern that I have with a match card this big is, will fatigue kick in at any point during the show?
I think it did the last pay-per-view, right?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to remember, you know, the last one, what was the last pay-per-view, like proper pay-per-view? Because there's been so many like super shows they've done that I don't remember the last actual pay-per-view that they did.
Was it Full Gear?
I think you probably it.
Right?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
That sounds right.
Sounds about right.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
I think we said that in the pre-show. We're going to be using our guts, so.
Oh, yeah. This one, hey, so, you know, I said it. I copped to it before we started recording. I feel like I don't remember anything that's been going on AEW recently. Like, the last thing in my mind, you know, is the Blood and Guts matchup, the cage match in that card. I do remember last week we were talking. Well, I said that it was kind of an underwhelming AEW episode of Dynamite. You know, with Anthony Ogogo, you know, kind of building that story up a little bit. Really wasn't feeling that. On the women's side, I thought they did a good job having 2 matches instead of the traditional 1, so that was good. But overall, like story-wise and build-wise, I can't remember. I think the main event was the Young Bucks and the
Varsity Blondes.
Varsity Blondes, Bowman's team,
right.
So, you know, in that one, I mean, I enjoyed the match, but it was kind of a weird non-build-up for that main event. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, like
that's just how I felt about that.
Yeah, man, like that main event match was underwhelming, you know, the booking and that. That's what happens when you just want to book straight on, you know, your lesser shows. But, you know.
Yeah.
But let's get to this.
Yeah, so we're gonna go right into it and kind of break down and do our predictions best we can, just off of gut feeling what we think is gonna happen on this show.
I feel like we're not coming proper. Like, I'm not wearing a wrestling shirt. I'm wearing glasses. You know, I'm just rough with it. You know, like, yeah, let's just do it. Whatever.
Well, I don't even see a problem with that. That's just being real. You know, like it's just you know, like you're wearing glasses. You need glasses. You're wearing them. That's cool. You don't got your contacts. It's fine. You know, like it's okay.
Yeah,
I'm coming straight from work.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
you know,
come straight from work. You're like, hey, let's get straight to it.
Right from work. Boom. Sat down. Set everything up. Boom. You know, like let's go. That's basically me. So. it's all good. We're going right into it for the people. So, but let's kick things off with the buy-in. Let's talk about this NWA World Women's Championship matchup between Serena, Deeb, and Rhio. Yeah. So Rhio getting a shot at the NWA Championship in this interesting matchup here. I mean, Serena Deeb, she had a really good matchup. I believe on the last Dynamite, that was one of the matches that I really did like. The technical wrestling style, breaking down Red Velvet from a technical standpoint. Thought she did a great job there. She looked great. Rhio, we haven't seen her on Dynamite for a while, so
not since the tournament, right? Maybe
I was gonna say, since that tournament that they did. We haven't seen her since then.
And I want to say this. I believe this is her last match before she heads back to Japan. I want to say, because I remember that. I remember seeing it like on a graphic, like Rio's last match, like in AEW. So, don't quote me like
period.
Like AEW period.
Wow, well that's breaking news.
No.
Okay, because I don't remember them saying. First of all, they didn't really build this or anything.
I'm gonna look for the article right now.
All right, look for it because leading into this, there was no talk of anything with Rhio on Dynamite. Right, we saw that Serena Deeb matchup last week, and for this to be a buy-in matchup for her last match in AEW, that's a little weird. That actually feels kind of shitty now. If this is the case, if this is her send off, like, wow, like that's a little shitty.
All right, so
you find it.
Let's see. Reasons why Rhio. No, this is about why she has been on TV. So, quarantined for 2 weeks when she leaves Japan, and another 2 weeks when she decides to go back to Japan.
I don't think she's leaving permanently. There's no way they're gonna send her off like this and a buy-in. I don't think that's it. I think if anything, we would get her on the main card. She loses.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it, man. Maybe maybe it was fake news then. Maybe it was fake news.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just wait and see on that.
We debunked that.
Yeah. Until further notice, I'm going to go ahead and assume that Rhio is going to stick around, or at least maybe she's going to go back and forth and travel and do some work in Japan. But this being her last match in AEW, I doubt that, just from the way that they haven't really talked about that and built that up at all for their first ever AEW Women's Champion. So I'm going to go with Serena Deeb, though, in this match. I think Serena Deeb wins.
Oh, yeah.
Again, with no build-up at all whatsoever. I feel like it'd kind of be a slap in the face to Serena Deeb if she loses this matchup like this on the buy-in, with a non-build, no build at all whatsoever for the story. So I'm going to go with Serena Deeb. Just my gut feeling there.
Yeah, it's straight to the point with me, man. Serena Deeb all the way. Even though it does pique my interest to see this match because Rhio is smaller, so I like to see Serena Deeb, see how the chemistry will work out in the match, just visually. Let me see that. Because it looked like it'll probably put some good work because just seeing how Serena was getting down with Red Velvet, which is another smaller petite woman. So I'm curious to see what these ladies could perform on a pre-show, man. But Serena Deeb though.
Serena Deeb. Yep. That's the pick. All right, moving on to the main card. Let's just go straight to the Casino Battle Royale because I feel like that's probably the matchup that they use to start this off. They may use some other matchup, but I kind of just want to get that one out the way too, regardless of if they're the actual starters. So let's get right to it. So the winner of this matchup is going to get a future AEW World Championship opportunity, as per usual with these kind of Casino Battle Royales that they do. So the competitors in the matchup are Outwork Everyone, Christian Cage, Matt Sydal. Hope you don't slip and fall off the top rope, Matt Sydal. Shit. Yeah. Will Powerhouse Hobbs, Penta El Cielo Miedo, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, Evil Uno, Cole Cabana, 10, Preston Vance, Griff Garrison, Brian Pillman Jr., Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, Cute T. Marshall, Nick Camarado. How do you say it? Camarado?
Yeah,
Camarado, I'm going to go with.
Yep.
Camarado.
You got
it. Dustin Rhodes, Lee Johnson, and TBA.
Daniel Bryan. I don't know. His contract expired, you know?
I mean, that would be the one to get me.
Right.
If you wanted to shock me and make me go, holy shit, like what's happening? Daniel Bryan would be the one. Daniel Bryan, you put him on there, and I feel like that would be the guy that would shock me the most. It's funny because Christian Cage was kind of like the big reveal. You know, he wasn't in the Battle Royale last time, but he was there like, you know,
their
Hall
big
of Fame
mystery
worthy,
secret,
big
you know,
mystery,
yeah.
Right. Last time it was actually who was it? It was Ethan Page. In the last one, he was the last person in the ladder match that they had for the number one contendership with the big casino chip.
Yeah,
at
the
face
top. Of the face. You know.
Yeah. The one, the Scorpio Sky.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. Who you got? Who you got to win the casino battle royale?
Oh my goodness, man! I'm gonna go with Christian Cage. It's just logically because he says he's gonna outwork everyone. So prove it here in the battle royale. This is the perfect match for you to prove that here, to outwork everyone, since that is your new monarch. I want to see that. Prove that right now. Christian Cage, maybe, possibly, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay, so I love the logic, and I feel like it makes sense, and I think you're probably right. But just to be fun, just to have some fun with this, I'm gonna go a different direction. I'm gonna pick somebody else.
Go ahead.
I'm picking Jungle Boy. I'm just gonna pick Jungle Boy. I'm rooting for Jungle Boy. I would love to see him win. He came close the last time to winning one of these things. He's always so close. I feel like it's probably gonna be Christian Cage and Jungle Boy at the end, unless Christian gets messed with. And I'm rooting for Jungle Boy. Get the opportunity. Whoever wins is not going to, be champion anyway. I don't think they're going to win.
You're not going to beat Kenny?
No, neither one of these guys
Omega?
is beating Kenny. No. We're waiting for Adam Hangman Page. You already said it. When Adam Hangman Page and Kenny goes at it.
It is
That's
decided.
when I'll go against Kenny. Yes. Exactly. So that's what I'm picking. But until then, but I think that, if it wasn't going to be Christian Cage, I would say Jungle Boy is the one that kind of stands out here as another person that, let's give an opportunity to be at that main event spotlight in a one-on-one matchup with Kenny Omega. Like, that would be the shit. So, I'm gonna go with Jungle Boy and let's see what happens. I'm more on your side, but I'm gonna make the strong pick. Stick with it, Jungle Boy. That's my pick.
All right, so the Joker. I gotta ask. I said I put a hypothesis out there. Maybe Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
What's yours? Is it like do we stick with the same AEW formula? Like they make this big promise, but it's sort of kind of underwhelming. Like the last Joker, it was Matt Sydal, and he made a hell of an impression on the first night.
Oh man. Well, it's something because neither one of us are picking the Joker, the TBA wrestler. Mm-hmm. So I would say it's probably going to be someone underwhelming, that you just look at it and say, okay, it's cool that this person's here, but they're not better than, a Christian Cage or a Jungle Boy or Penta or anyone like that. I can't think of who else it would be, though, like in that category.
Would they use the Forbidden Door for the Joker?
I'm so sick of even hearing about this.
The Forbidden Door,
just the Forbidden Door. And
hey, real talk. I'm getting tired of Tony just talking a lot of shit. He getting on my nerves with that shit, bro. Like he just flapping his motherfucking gums. Yeah. Like I got all the best shit. I brought all these guys from New Japan. Okay, bro.
But what are you doing with it?
Exactly, man. You the loudest motherfucker in the room. The loudest motherfucker in the room, and Vince McMahon just like this.
Yeah, right. Just like you don't even exist to me, bro. Like,
right, man.
I don't even care. I'm just doing my thing.
I'm looking right through you.
It.
Right.
Yeah. And you got wrestlers too from AEW. Saying like Billy Gunn was on an interview with Chris Van Vliet saying like they're not competition. Like, AEW is not competition for WWE. Like, they're just doing their own thing. And I think that's the smartest thing to say.
Yes.
You know, but Tony Khan, you hear him and you think, oh, yeah, he's so great and he's doing all this shit. It's like, all right, Tony, cool. But, you know, like, maybe use the relationships that you have right now to just make something exciting versus worrying about WWE. You know, like, let's see Impact and influence and come into AEW more. Let's see New Japan wrestlers show up more. ROH show up more. You know, like, let's utilize that. The AAA relationship. Have them show up more. Like, right now, it's just like, what are we really doing? I mean, I don't know. It's just, it could be a lot better.
I feel like Tony right now is slowly morphing into old Vince McMahon of '96 when he did, you know, ever since he did the Montreal Screwjob and he introduced the Mr. McMahon character, this tyrant. And I feel like Tony Khan is slowly morphing into that, man. You see, like, the similarities. And I don't know if you seen his last promo that he kicked off, because it was a whole rumor of, you know, of about New Japan and WWE might kick off an exclusive deal. You know, this was from Nick Khan. So, of course, Tony Khan said something about it. He says, he was like, yeah, I saw that rumor, by the way. Oh, really, Nick Khan? I'm going to be the best Khan out of, like, all the Khans. I'm just paraphrasing, but this is what he's saying, bro. He is flapping his guns, chest all out, and people are praising this man. Yeah, bro, talk your shit, hyping this man up, bro. And I'm like this, because, you know me, I'm always the one that's laid back, and I'm chilling. I'm watching what's going around in the club. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching this dude flapping his guns. What he all about? And I feel like this is what Tony is turning into. He's turning into a tyrant.
Yeah. I guess that's so. I'm not a huge social media person, and that's one of the blessings, I guess, is I don't have to put up with all this shit, because it would drive me nuts hearing everything you're saying. Like on a
I'm gonna send you the video. Don't worry, I'm sending you the video.
Oh man, I don't even know if I need to see it, honestly. I mean, just the way that you're talking about it right now, it'll just piss me off, really. Like, I just want him to put a great product on television. That's
stop worrying about like all the other shit. About WWE. Yes.
Yeah, just put a great product on TV. You sold me when Kenny left AEW to go with Don Callis to Impact. I was in, and then it was like, okay, we got the Good Brothers, and that was it. And I'm like,
yep.
And then you talk about the Forbidden Door, and you got the keys to the Forbidden Door, and okay, all right, what's gonna happen? You know, and it's like, what's really happened with that? So I don't know. I just feel like just stop talking about doing another show. Just calm down with all the YouTube stuff. Focus all your creative on Dynamite and making that the best show possible. Tell great stories from top to bottom. Yes. Utilize those 2 hours in a way to just have great storytelling throughout versus it feeling so scattered, like everything is like half-assed a little bit. You know, because watching these stories, I feel like, okay, sure, Cody Rhodes is getting his story time in. You get Kenny Omega to a certain degree. You know, they've been telling a long story, but even with this matchup, maybe the main event, although I'm not even sure this is the main event of the show. I think Stadium Stampede is going to be the main event.
Yeah. But to your point, I feel like Kenny has been booked like a true main event. Like, you should be closing this. You should be closing the show for Dynamite.
Right. At Blood and Guts, it's like the announcement of who was going to go against Kenny at Double or Nothing was kind of treated like a undercard or like a footnote on the fact that they're doing this big Blood and Guts matchup. Like, literally, the cage was in the background, and that's what the focus is on. And then you got Kenny coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, well, I'm also going to have a match, you know, at Double or Nothing, and I want to face Pac." And, you know, Orange Cassidy sucks. And then they had their little thing. And it's like, this just doesn't feel like a build towards a big matchup. Like, it's hard to take this matchup seriously, to be honest with you. You know, that's why I don't think that's the main event. The stakes are much higher in the Stadium Stampede matchup. So, like, stuff like that, like, it just doesn't make sense. I love Kenny, and I feel like they there is a bigger story that they've been telling, but on an episode by episode by episode basis, it feels like Kenny's just going out there and he's doing his best to entertain, but he's not really, the booking is not really telling a story that says, hey, him and Orange Cassidy have this beef. Yeah. Him and Pac have this beef, and I'm invested. Like, we're talking about, I didn't get to see SmackDown yet tonight, but you said it's like a good soap opera basically.
Oh my
what
God.
happened on SmackDown.
Yes, from beginning to end, man. You'll love it. You'll love it. That's all I'm going to say.
The Roman Reigns Uso storyline right now, the way they're telling that story, you can tell that there's thought put in for a long-term storyline. You could feel it. You could see it. And it's like, you want, like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? I want that feeling with Kenny. Like,
yes.
Kenny, week to week, knowing like, oh my God, this is getting so good. Like, before it was better. I almost feel like it was better when he and the Young Bucks had issues versus them being together now.
Facts, because bro. Facts.
That was like, oh my God, like these guys that have been best friends forever. Yep. They're like, he's telling like, hey, I came here for you. Now I need you to have my back right now. And
we was on the show like, just being excited, breaking that down. I remember, man, talking about the man, what's going to happen? What's the next move between the Young Bucks and Kenny?
Yeah, it was a better story then. It just was. Now it's like, okay, they're all on the same page. They're all heels. It's like they're all just going out there and entertaining, but there are no stories being told anymore with that group. It's just like, all right, we've got a match. Double or nothing. Who's our next opponent that we're gonna just clown on this time? Like, it's just weak. It's just weak storytelling. I just gotta be real about it. Hey, so overall, Tony Khan, focus on telling the best stories possible.
Stay in your lane, bro. You ever heard that statement? Stay in your motherfucking lane, bro. Stay in your lane, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because your product is not trash, but shit, bro.
No,
it's like. You scattered everywhere. You like scattered brain right now. Just center right here, bro. Yeah. Focus your attention right here. Don't focus on WWE. You know what I'm saying?
Friday night show. Come on, man.
Right.
What are we talking about right now?
You know what? You know what? Fuck the bullshit. Hold on. If you was about that shit, put it against SmackDown then. Don't put it after SmackDown. Put it against SmackDown then. If you about that shit. If you want that smoke.
You don't want that smoke.
Nah.
You don't.
Nah.
You don't. He's trying to get whatever, like, okay, people are like excited and saw SmackDown, they're geeked, they're hyped. Oh, man. Oh, guess what?
Let's drive this audience over
TBS. Here. Yeah, come on over. Come on. It's fun over here, too. You know what I'm saying? You feeling good? You got that high going on? Well, let that trail. Look.
Yeah,
catch a little
let
whiff
it
of
continue.
This. Catch a little whiff of this. Right.
And you know what? I'm not going to lie because I was like, oh, man, yeah, it's AEW. Let me go ahead and watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just, yeah, man. Yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, enough about Tony Khan. Let's get back to the card.
Yeah, let's digress.
So that TBA, the only other person I could think of that would make me say holy shit would be Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe showed up.
Good call.
That'd be another one.
Good call.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that pick.
But so that'd be my pick. For a wish list. I feel like that one is very realistic because he's out there, and I don't know if maybe that 90 day does he have a non-compete the 90 days? Have you heard anything about that?
I haven't heard if
because pretty much anyone that gets released, they typically would have a 90
have a 90 day. I don't think Joe has a 90 day because they kept on saying if they're gonna have Joe. They was putting theories out there if Joe was going to show up on Impact.
Yep.
I don't think Joe has.
Which would be great for Impact too.
Hell yeah, man! He coming back home. If he came back home,
oh my God,
dude.
Like honestly, now that I think about it, I think I'd rather Joe just go to Impact than go to AEW. I think so, honestly. Just have him go back to AEW.
Do you think
Impact.
Would he thrive better in Impact?
I think he would because there's so much going on in AEW that he'll probably just get lost in the shuffle. Because remember Miro in the beginning, it was like, okay, yeah, there's hype there, but then they didn't really do anything with Miro for a while.
Yeah.
And it was kind of feeling like, okay, they're fucking up with Miro now.
Yeah.
Right. Which, yeah, okay, it was entertaining, but it just wasn't what we were promised. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna use Miro, the way he should be used. Now finally we're there. So I don't know. I feel like with Impact, there is a clear spot. He goes to Impact, he is the man. Period. Like, no doubt about it. Like, he is that dude. So, yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm rooting for Joe to get back in there, get back in the ring, and do what he does best. But let's keep it moving here. So
he can't sign until July 14th. So he does have a 90-day.
He got a 90-day. Okay, so it's probably not going to be him. But, you know, it is what it is. I feel like Daniel Bryan, I don't think it's going to be. We're just going to be surprised. Whoever it is, we're going to be surprised. Probably underwhelmed, but, you know.
It will be an underwhelmed surprise? That don't even make fucking sense.
It will be, because we can't predict who it's going to be, so it will be surprising. But I don't think it's going to be to that level.
You want to get technical?
Well, no. Listen to what I'm saying, though. So, like, a surprise is just anything you just didn't expect. Like, you can't name who this is going to be. You said Daniel Bryan. It's not going to be Daniel Bryan. And we said Samoa Joe, but it can't be him. So, one way or another, yeah, it's going to be surprising. Is it a good surprise? Is it a bad surprise? It may be a shitty surprise. It's like, what the fuck, this guy? But it's still surprising because I couldn't predict it.
All right. Yeah, I hear you.
I'm just like,
I hear you. It makes sense. Logically, that makes sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're getting technical because it makes
surprise
sense.
Isn't always good.
Right.
There are bad surprises. There's some shitty ass surprises. You know? And that's typically what we get. Oh yeah, cool. Matt Sydal, great. Like, all right, he's a great wrestler. But I wasn't thinking, Matt Sydal,
right.
really?
I was like,
Christian Cage,
Matt Sydal?
Really? Christian Cage?
Oh, okay.
And immediately botches.
Oh, man.
Like, well, back to the drawing board. Oh, man. So we'll see. We'll see who this is going to be, man. But anyway, that'll be I know that'll be something. We'll keep our eyes on that. But let's keep moving through this card here.
All right.
Let's go. Gosh, which match you wanna predict next? Because I'm not even sure.
Don't lose your spot because this shit is all over.
It's all over the place. Well, okay. So if I was just to pick one, we can go with Hangman Adam Page versus Brian Cage. Just basic, grudge matchup. They actually did this matchup on television not too long ago. Brian Cage, I think, picked up the win there. So, I guess just straightforward booking on in my mind, it would be Adam Hangman Page wins the rematch, essentially, is what this is going to be.
Yeah.
Maybe some shenanigans from Team Taz a little bit, but I think Dark Order will have Adam's back, and he wins. He wins this rematch.
Same here, man. I got Adam Hangman Page all the way. Like, this is about his story, too. His journey, paired up with Dark Order. Maybe he'll be leader of Dark Order. I don't know. Has that been submitted yet?
It hasn't been. They're just kind of cool. They're all just really
hanging
good
out, just
friends.
Hanging out.
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Which I think that's fine. I feel like -1 is the leader. Like in my mind.
Yeah. They did future-proof him.
I feel like that. No one is gonna overtake him in my mind as being like the head of that snake. Basically, like it's him. Now in terms of championships and who's gonna go after the title. Hangman makes a lot of sense, and that's pretty much it until they push 10 a little harder, because that was the hand-picked guy from Brody Lee. So, 10 eventually could be a guy that they say, yeah, we want him to be the man, but for the Dark Order. But I think Hangman, he's just real cool with them. They get along. He's like an honorary member.
Yeah.
But leader, I think it's more -1 in my mind.
Do you want to see him as leader?
No, not really.
No? Okay.
I think he's fine just the way he is.
Okay.
I love the dynamic right now. Like, he's just having a good time. They got his back. They're all boys, It's just like, it's just cool. It's chill. Like, he doesn't have to go in, like, direct traffic and be like, all right, you get him, you get him. Like, no. And I love when -1 does it. Like, he is literally, like... the general saying, hey, like, get your shit together. Let's go. Get in there and whoop, I'm like, cool. Like, I don't know. There's just something about -1. Like, it just, sentimentally, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. And watching him, like, if you build him like that as he gets older, like, he's been the boss of this since he was a kid. And, for years and years and years, keep that going.
Dude.
Holy shit.
That'd be like an unheard of, right? That'd be unheard of for a faction, bro. Like, I grew up in this shit. Like,
I grew up the leader, like Kid King. Like it's like what's his name, Joffrey. Well, I don't want to go that bad, but like in Game of Thrones, Joffrey as the king. Like he's a kid but still running shit. Yeah, he was awful, but he's a kid, like calling shots. So, like, I don't know, child king, child prince, I don't know what you want to call him. But
king?
I don't know. It's just, he's a child and he's the king of the Dark Order, man. I don't know what else to call him, but he's doing his thing, and I'm loving it. I feel like just keep this going, like, as this kid grows up. I think it'd be great.
Oh, that's what's up.
Talk about long-term booking. Like, that's
some
long-term booking for sure.
Man, that's what's up.
Oh, man. But let's keep this going. So we talked about this man a little bit earlier. Miro going against Lance Archer for the AEW TNT Championship. I got to confess something to you here.
What you about to say?
I hate this matchup.
I know. It's like
I hate it. Now, I feel like the match on its own as much, if you look at it from a wrestling standpoint, it's going to be a fun match.
Yeah.
Watching these two go at it. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
But somebody's got to lose.
They got to take the L.
And that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of these two guys.
No matter how you look at it.
No matter how you look at it, somebody's got to lose. I mean, that's just how it is. Of course, it makes sense. But I feel like this is not the right time to make this matchup. I feel like you should have fed someone else to Miro to just continue to build this man, have Lance Archer do the same thing on his side, and then down the road after Miro's had a pretty long run, then have them collide. Lance Archer could be the guy to take the belt off of Miro. But you're going to have Miro make his name off of Lance Archer. It's like, you're going to do this to Lance again? Because he lost to Cody, which he should have never lost to Cody in the first place.
Oh, my God, that pissed me off.
Bad booking.
Yeah.
And then
some more bad booking.
You kept him off of television. Then he teamed up with Death Triangle for a while. Okay, cool. He was a face, sort of. And then he started doing the promos against Sting, so he was a heel. But then Sting gave him props, so he's like a face. But now he's going against Miro, and
I don't know what happened.
I don't even know. I don't know. Where did that come from? Okay. So I kind of hate this matchup because the whole time I'm going to be thinking, I think Miro's going to win. I'm just going to say, my prediction is Miro wins, which sucks for Lance Archer.
I'm going opposite, bro. Because
you think Lance? You think short title reign for Miro? That's terrible, too.
I know.
Short title reign for Miro after all this hype?
No matter how you look at it, I said it sucks. No matter how you break this shit down, it fucking sucks. You know?
That's terrible.
But I'm looking at it like, man, he needs a huge fucking win, and he cannot.
Lance needs to win. He does.
He needs to win more than
Lance
Miro. That's how I'm looking at it.
See, I think they both need it equally.
But he needs it more though, man.
Because you almost bury Miro by having him lose so quickly. Like, it just feels fraudulent. Like, all this shit, like, when I want something, I take it. And, he's supposed to be this dominant guy. But then his first or second title defense, because he defended tonight, the match against Dante Martin. I think he had the title defense. So, he had that, sure. But really, I'm counting this as the first title defense for Miro. Like, this one doesn't count. But proper first title defense against someone who's legit. Like, come on, man.
So if he beats Lance, you don't think he's not like, I'm not saying he's buried, but goddamn it, I got your hole ready right now. I got your hole. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think whoever loses is gonna feel like they just got buried. No matter what. I think either guy loses. I feel like it sucks for Miro because it feels like he's not a legitimate champion. I mean, we talk transitional champions on this show. This feels like, he's a transitional champion. You won it off Darby and then immediately lost it to Lance Archer. That sucks. And on Lance's side, you lost to Cody, spent all this time away from the title picture, and then on your first title shot back to right the wrongs, you get Miro and lose again? Nah, that's awful. Both ways. So that's where I'm at. Like, that's why I said I hate this matchup.
I know, we split. We're split on this.
Yeah, I feel like
And we hate this. We split and we equally hate this shit.
I just feel like it's not a bad match to make at some point because these two guys, the collision course, it would have been great. But just wait on this. Build it up.
It would It would have been cool if you can build up wins when they can afford a loss. I done build up equity now. I can afford a fucking L. They can't afford L's. They have no equity
Neither one can afford an L.
No one has equity, bro.
None of them have equity.
None of them, bro.
100%.
This sucks.
100%. It does. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I should be like, oh shit, hell yeah, Miro versus Lance Archer, let's go. Now I'm like, nah, fuck, man, because one of these two guys, they're gonna take an L and it's gonna suck.
Yeah, because I kid you not, I was hyped when I saw it. I saw the graphic because I like heavyweight fights, but then I got to thinking, I'm like, God damn, man, somebody gotta take the L.
And where do you go from here with either one? Where do you go from here with that L? Whoever loses. So if Miro loses, where does he go from here? He just tries to get a rematch again? Like, bro, all that shit you were talking, you sound like a fraud now. Like, you just sound like a fraud. Game over. Like, nah, ain't nobody afraid of you no more, man. You lost immediately. Get out of here.
So, well, I don't know. Will it help if Lance lost in a heel way? Will that lessen
like a low blow or
like
something
a low
like
blow, or like ref wasn't looking and Miro hit him in the dick and
Yeah, a little bit. I'm trying to picture that happening.
Right. I'm trying to see Miro win in the heel way, but it looked like he just wanna, like he's an honorable monster. Like, bro, I'm about to give you all this.
Thing. It kind of makes Miro look weak because you needed that to beat Lance. You needed to do that. It's like the Bobby Lashley thing all over again, where it's like, what? Like you're supposed to be this monster. You don't need to do this. Low blows and cheating. Like, I got to cheat to win. I can't beat Lance Archer. Yeah, you can.
Then we're right back to where, no matter how you look at it, it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks no matter what. No matter what they do, that finish is going to suck.
It sucks.
So, yeah, it's just, the timing on this match just feels off. They should have waited. They should have waited. So, all right, so you got Lance Archer.
Yeah.
And I got Miro on this one.
Yeah.
All right, cool. It's set, man. That's it. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going through this. So we got Cody Rhodes, the American Dream for one night only, I guess.
America.
Versus your boy, Anthony Ogogo. That's your boy. That's your boy.
Huzzah!
Who do you got?
I got Anthony Ogogo, man. He's the face in this story, bro. If you've seen the promos, if you've seen his rebuttals against Cody, when he gave Cody the real talk about America, like, hold on, bro, you talking about America? Like, do you realize? Open your eyes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about the racial and equalities that's going on. He broke that shit down. I'm like, yes, like, because Cody's promo was fucking tone deaf, and then the news came out that he did that shit in a focus group. I was like, ooh,
oh my god,
ooh. I'm like, focus group, and then he came out with a report or a statement like, well, it wasn't a focus group. I used the wrong terminology. I had practiced it in front of producers, my very close friends. I was like, right.
Sure. You would have just said that the first time, man.
Right.
Like, what are
just
you
take your
about?
L and say the promo sucked. Just say that, bro. Why is it so hard for accountability for AEW? Why is it so hard for accountability, man?
No.
Just take the L.
No.
Shit, and move on. Learn from it.
Oh, man.
Here, Cody, here's the biggest L. That's what Anthony Ogogo's going to give you, too.
Yeah. I love what you're saying. I love the way you're breaking this down. And honestly, I'm going to agree with you on this one. I feel like Anthony Ogogo is going to win this matchup.
Yes.
I feel like he's going to win.
I
hope that we get a longer matchup. I hope it's just not like he gets one gut punch and that's it, or two gut punches. Like, let's have an extended match.
Yeah, some storytelling, some breakdown.
Yeah, let's tell some story. Because come on now, if he hits him with one kidney shot and Cody,
blood capsule with all the blood,
just from one. Like, what the fuck is this? What is happening? Just bleeding from everywhere. He's got in my mind I just thought he's got blood coming from his mouth. He's bleeding. He's cut all in his face. He's got blood everywhere. I'm like, Cody, he didn't even hit you in the face, bro. Why are you all cut up? He just go.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Yeah, man. So hopefully we get an extended matchup. Yeah. But I got Anthony Ogogo winning this matchup, man. I think Cody puts him over.
Yeah.
Hopefully he does the right thing and puts him over. Because the way they did Lance Archer, I just still can't get that out of my mind, and we just talked about it too.
Yeah.
You should have put Lance Archer over by losing to him and having Lance be the first TNT champion. You didn't need that. You're already the face of the company. You didn't need to be TNT champion. That Lance needed that shit. So yeah, man. So you do the right thing here. Give Anthony the win. Help him build his cred. They may even use heel tactics, honestly, because QT is going to be there probably.
Oh, yeah.
The whole crew. QT. So I can see heel tactics coming into play as well. Yeah, that. I'm sorry. That faction.
QT is a joke right now, man.
Yeah, like it's I don't believe him as the leader. Like, dude. That faction does not need to be around. I'm sorry. It does not need to be a faction. That is one that they could just get rid of. Like, just okay, let's calm down. Like we got a lot of factions already, and then you went and gave QT a faction.
Really?
If anything, Anthony Ogogo should be the leader of this faction.
Yes,
he
looked like a leader.
It should be.
He sound like a leader.
It should be him. You know what this reminds me of? It's kind of like when in NXT,
Hit Row,
when you had Pat McAfee. Well, no, I mean that's funny too. But when you had Pat McAfee leading Pete Dunne, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that did not.
And Pete Dunne is like not listening to Pat McAfee whatsoever. He's just sitting there, swole as fuck, just looking around like. He's dictating, telling his guys, like, you go this way, you go that way. Mm-hmm. And Pat McAfee's like, yeah, good job. Yeah, good decision, Pete. Like, yeah, come on, man. He's not the leader. Like, QT's not the leader. It's Anthony Ogogo. If you're going to keep this faction going, Anthony Ogogo is the leader. And then the rest of these guys fall in line behind him, including QT.
There you go. Right. if he's gonna be Cody, he's the leader. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anthony Ogogo is beating Cody, he's the leader, bro.
Right. We already know, so that's not even a debate to me.
Right, it's not.
It's not even a debate.
It's not debatable.
Let's keep moving through this here. We've got let's go with the tag team championship matchup, man. The Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson versus John Moxley and Eddie Kingston, the Wild Things.
Dun, 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 dun. You make my heart sing. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, yes.
Yeah, man. Great choice in the remix or the cover for that song. The new choice there. I love that. And yeah, full crowd. That's gonna be fun to see. That whole crowd singing along with that song. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, speakers gonna be on 10 for that one, bro.
Yes. No, I definitely do think that. Oh man, that environment, that atmosphere is gonna be the shit. Mm-hmm. So the win though, the prediction. This is tough, man.
Yeah.
Because Moxley and Eddie Kingston, those two as a pair, they're.
I've been digging them.
They've been awesome. Yeah. They've been awesome.
They've been better heels than the Young Bucks. Like, even though the Young Bucks supposed to be heels, it seem like they're just, I don't know, man. I'm still trying to figure them out for heels. But I feel like, even though John Moxley and Eddie Kingston are presented as faces, they're doing heel things, and I still see them as heels, and I feel like they've been better heels.
They're more entertaining right now than the Young Bucks. You know? And even though they're faces, they, in terms of the trailer and taking out, destroying the trailer, going to the locker room, destroying the locker room, stealing the Jordans and the socks, all that shit. I mean, that's heel shit to do, but it's entertaining, to watch, and it makes you laugh. Yeah. So, yeah. Whereas the Young Bucks, they're just like stealing Seth Rollins' gear and trying to pass it off as their own. Like, it's just like, all right, I see you with the jacket, Right. It was pretty funny. Seth Rollins, I think, posted something about that. Like, okay, I see you. So, it is what it is. But as far as predictions go, I'm having a hard time seeing the Young Bucks dropping these belts here. I feel like if this had been later on, like you have the Young Bucks playing out these heel characters for a little bit longer, I would have picked Moxley and Eddie Kingston. But because it seems like we're still so fresh into the Young Bucks being heels now, and this is their first pay-per-view as, well, I don't know if this is their first pay-per-view completely as heels, but like, in my mind, it's still so fresh. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks to retain,
Young Bucks,
and keep them, in this matchup. So my pick is the Young Bucks.
Young Bucks, going New York, baby. Eddie Kingston. I'm gonna go with Wild Thing, John Moxley, bro. I feel it in my gut, and then just based off of how I'm looking at the card, I think it's gonna be some couple of title switches, man. And I feel like the tag team would be part of that too. And then, So I'm going with John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, Wild Things. Let's go. Okay,
all right. Now I feel that. I mean, I think that's a tough one. That's a tough call overall, for me. And like I said, I think the whole thing that I'm leaning on is timing of all of this. Yeah. That it just feels like we haven't done much with the Young Bucks as champions, as heel champions, since they rejoined with Kenny. So I think we're going to see a little bit more from them. I feel like they've defended the titles a lot, and they've had a lot of matches, but story-wise, there hasn't been much that's happened.
Been nothing, right.
There's just nothing.
It's been match after match after match. And I think the story would be – I just see a better story for John Moxley and Eddie Kingston, especially on Eddie Kingston, man. For him to get some gold. Yeah. So I'm looking at that on that side as well. And I think it'll be a great ending. I'm not saying it's going to end the show, but just a great moment for the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, they eat that shit up.
Yeah. No, I feel you there. So we'll see what happens. But I'm sticking with my pick. I got the Young Bucks. You've got the Wild Things, Moxley, and Kingston. Yeah. So that is our official picks there. Yeah. Let's keep it moving and go to another title matchup here. The AEW Women's World Championship. Hikaru Shida, the champion, defending against Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. That's the pick. It's Britt Baker for me. I'm not even gonna take much time with this.
I already got it down already. As soon as I'm writing, I'm like saying this it's done. It's done. Cemented. We already talked about this. Right. We're here. We already approached this. You know what I'm saying? This is already predestined.
It's destiny for it to happen. Yes. It's long overdue for Dr. Britt Baker. Right. She worked her ass off. Yes. She climbed the rankings, like the fake rankings in AEW. Right. I'm going to play that game, and here we are. And as soon as Tay Conti lost, she came out. She was like, you see this? Boom. And I'm number one now. Here we go. Yes. And I'm here for it. Exactly. So Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, new AEW Women's Champion.
And then Shida, she's been champ for over a year now, I believe.
I think she crossed the year point too.
So that title
it just makes sense.
Hot and ready, man. It's hot and ready. Get it while it's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, and props to Shida for being a great champion and having that long title reign, building the prestige of that title. She's done a great job with it, and I'm happy to see what she's done. And now it's time to switch hands and have Dr. Britt Baker try to take it even to a higher height for AEW and for Shida. Like, she's still going to be a mainstay. I could see her getting a rematch, on a pay-per-view later on and still being in the title picture. Yeah. But I think it's Britt's time. It's Dr. Britt Baker's time.
We all know this.
Let's go. Yes.
Probably the most predictable match
of this whole thing. Right. Yes. It's written. Like, I'm not even going to mess around. Maybe Shida. No. Not happening. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Let's go. All right. So like I said, I think I said it earlier. I think the main event is going to be the Stadium Stampede match, so I'm going to save that one for last. Let's go over to the World Championship match.
Well, hold on. You skipped a match. Another tag.
Oh, what I skip?
See, I told you. I knew it was going to happen.
I see it.
See it?
I see it. Okay. Let's go. Let's do that one.
Right.
So we got another grudge match here. We've got it's Sting and Darby Allin versus Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. I don't know, man.
I don't care.
Like, this match,
I
don't really care. Like, I could have skipped it and would have been fine.
Yep.
You know, I really could.
I'm more upset with what they doing with Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Scorpio Sky, he got the ring, right? The brass ring.
Yep.
And that was supposed to do what? Elevate you into what?
Apparently nothing. It was a fake brass ring.
I'm trying to figure out the math. 1 + 1
equals you're barely on the card and you're barely relevant in AEW. That's what it means. I mean, hey, they attack Sting and they're having a match with Sting. Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Get the rub off.
But
get the Sting.
It's more about Sting.
Yeah.
This match is more about Sting's first It's Sting's first match in ring since leaving WCW. Well, that's not on TNT, but like since the whole Seth Rollins match,
WWE.
Really. Yeah. So, I'm not feeling this matchup, but I'm going with Sting and Darby to win this match. I feel like they're gonna give them the dub. I don't think they're gonna do what WWE did to Sting, where technically his first in-ring matchup with WWE, he lost, to Triple H.
He's a legend to them, so they're gonna treat him well in AEW. They're not gonna just treat him like a scrub.
Exactly.
So,
he's going to tap one of these guys out, probably like Scorpio Sky or Ethan Page. One of them's going to tap out.
Damn shame. But,
Yeah. Hey. That's what they're going to do.
Right.
So, yeah. But, so are you in agreement or are you
hell yeah, man. Hell no.
Right.
Hell no. The fuck? After that, then I was watching a little bit of AEW too, and I saw this, I saw the promo from Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. Whatever. That was not impressed.
Right.
I'm like, y'all losing.
Y'all losing. We already know. Yeah. Nice try, but no. Oh, man. All right, so with that one out the way, let's go back to the AEW World Championship matchup. Triple threat. We have got Orange Cassidy, Pac, and the champion, the Omega Man himself, the Collector, Kenny Omega, defending his title with Don Callis in tow. I mean, this one, too, is kind of really predictable for me. Kenny Omega. I got Kenny Omega retaining. I feel like there's no real debate here. Orange Cassidy, they tried to make it seem so one-sided, like, Kenny was just shitting on him so much that it made you believe, like, fuck, Orange Cassidy is going to beat Pac, and it's going to be Orange Cassidy and Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
But then you had the concussion,
the
injury that flipped plans a little bit. I don't know if it was supposed to be a triple threat or not. I feel like I saw something that said it was supposed to be a double countout.
It was supposed to be a double countout, but during mid-match, they ended up calling it audible. So they somewhat fixed it, They did the best. They did the best they They did the best they could during a live show.
Right. But Pac just feels like an afterthought in this matchup. Like, he doesn't there's no build for him at all. It just seems like it's more of a Kenny versus Orange Cassidy, and Pac's just kind of there because they need a third person, which sucks because Pac is awesome.
He is.
So he deserves a better booking than this. But I got Kenny Omega retaining.
Same here, man. And I think it's not too many wrestlers who has like a story, just matches.
Yeah, there's matches. They've had matches, and they're trying their best to entertain. They're individually all doing their own thing and trying to.
Man? Where's the narrative?
But there's bigger,
content,
right?
The quality.
Yeah,
you got quantity. Where's the quality now?
You got quantity for sure. We're looking at 10 fucking matches, so we got the quantity. It's gonna be a long ass pay-per-view for sure.
But we're gonna be like
halfway through. Hey. I'm gonna tell you, this is probably gonna be me during the Casino Battle Royale. I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna be like, all right, All right. All right. Hurry up.
I'm gonna be like, what?
Who won? Oh, Christian Cage.
Shit.
Okay. All right.
What I miss? Right. Dozing off and shit.
Right. Shit, it's over. The whole interview's over.
Shit, wow, damn.
All right, replay.
Right, I gotta rewind
Let's try this again. I got a bad feeling, man. I do. I got a bad feeling that's going to be me. I'm going to be waking up midway into the whole thing, be like, oh, shit, I missed that.
Oh, man.
What I missed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially Memorial Day after the good dinner. Shit, it's bound to happen.
Man.
Shit.
Yeah.
The itis going to kick in. At one point, it's going to kick in. Good luck. Good luck.
Tell you, I'm coming straight in from work, so I'm going to have a long 8-hour day, and I'm coming straight into this, and I'm going to be watching this like...
You got no chance, bro. You know what? I'm gonna play the over under for you, man. I'm gonna do the over under. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna go 6.
Under 6 matches before I doze off.
Yeah, under 6.
Man.
Under 6, man.
I think that might be high. Like I think under
I'm
6.
too high?
I think it might be high, man. I just said I feel like when the Casino Battle Royale kicks in, I'm gonna be exhausted because those matches are usually I don't really like their battle royal, over the top rope. I don't get entertained by that really. I feel like it's not that great.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Yeah.
So that's the one. Wherever they put that match, if they start the night with that, dude, it might be that. Literally during that matchup,
right?
Just fucking knockout.
You'd be like.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Right. You out.
Like I'm gonna just see this tomorrow, man. I
gotta split this up.
I gotta split it up. Yep, exactly, dude. 10 matches, man. Holy shit! Yeah. But yeah, let's not forget what's probably gonna be the main event of the evening, the Stadium Stampede matchup, with the stipulation that if the Inner Circle loses, they must split up.
Neat.
They are done. Finito. Kaput. Out of there.
Yes.
As Julio Jones said, out of there.
Yeah.
Atlanta, out of there.
Out of there.
Yeah,
I'm going to play for Dallas Cowboys. Man, I'm trying to win a playoff game.
I'm trying to win, man.
Right.
You're trying to put me on the Cowboys.
I'm like, whoa, shots fired. Hey, Julio, you want to come to Chicago? Hey, I'll let your boy.
Man.
We got a squad.
Yeah, we ain't got the cash, though, man.
I know.
That's
I will be willing to trade Khalil Mack.
Dude.
I would trade. While he still got equity left, I would trade his ass, bro.
Yes. I would actually. That's not a bad move, man. But yeah, man. Let's see what happens here. So the Pinnacle versus the Inner Circle with those stipulations. Pinnacle. Yeah, just MJF, Wardlow, Shawn Spears, Cash Wheeler, Dax Hardwood versus Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz.
Yeah.
I think people that have been listening to the show, they kind of know where I'm going with this because I made the early prediction on this matchup. I'm going with the Inner Circle to stick around. First show with the crowd, first pay-per-view with the crowd, since the pandemic. I feel like it's a great way to end the show to have the Inner Circle win, stick around, sing the song, feeling good. The Pinnacle winning again, I wouldn't be mad at it, to be honest with you. It'd be great for MJF, and it would be an end to the story. Yeah. Like if they want to end it now, you have the Pinnacle win. But I just don't see Inner Circle splitting up. Not yet.
What they've been doing, though. Hold on. What have Inner Circle, what they have accomplished ever since, basically, Chris Jericho lost the AEW championship belt?
I think that's why you keep them together, because MJF called that out. And you notice how they've been giving the mic to Jake Hager, to Sammy Guevara. Yeah. Like Chris Jericho's not just dominating the promos anymore. He's actually having them speak first and trying to address that with action. So I think, that would be kind of a nice next step.
Damn.
for the Inner Circle. It's to say, okay, not only did we, exercise these demons with the Pinnacle, but now I'm going to right the wrongs. And before when, I was going for all the tag team titles and not respecting the fact that Santana Ortiz are one of the best tag teams on the fucking planet, that was a mistake. So Santana Ortiz, go get those tag team titles. Then go to Sammy Guevara and be like, yo, it's time for you to take that next step as well. Like, I need you or Jake Hager, one of those two guys, to step up and go after the TNT championship. And whoever doesn't go after TNT, maybe he pushes even a Sammy Guevara to say, you know what, I'm going to get you a match with Kenny Omega. I'm going to get you an opportunity against Kenny Omega. Like Chris Jericho does that for his guys, versus splitting them up. Like, that to me, because to your point, I think you're right. Since they've been a faction, the only person to win gold has been Jericho. Yeah. That's it. And MJF called that out. Like, it's really, what have they done, as a team? So I think that would be a nice next step, is to make that a point that, hey, everybody on this team, I'm putting over the faction. I'm putting over my boys now, and they're going to go after gold.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I got to say this. I came in with the strong pick of the motherfucking Pinnacle. All right?
A pineapple.
Well, what you just said, how you articulated, like, how Chris Jericho is looking to clean up his mistakes. He's learning from his past transgressions now. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a whole lot of fucking sense to me now. And when you had painted that picture and you pointed that out, how he's giving the mic time to them now, I was like, damn, that's a good fucking point too. And I can't dismiss that. That's another fact. I can't rebuttal facts, sir. So I'm going to.
Now, before you say what you're going to say.
Okay.
You got to remember how you came in, because
I know how I came in.
You came in strong.
I came in strong because
with a strong pick. So what made the pick strong for you in the beginning? Why the Pinnacle pick?
Because not Chris Jericho, MJF said it himself, man. Like, you're called the Pinnacle. That means you always on top. You know what I'm saying? When they had that promo with the sit-down dinner, breaking shit down, Dax over there was like, man, we got to get back to championship gold. As soon as we're done with Inner Circle, we can get back to the mission. So that, that statement just kind of stayed in my head. I'm like, man, that makes a lot of fucking sense. Plus what MJF is saying with Pinnacle, I'm like, yeah, you can't call yourself a Pinnacle and just fucking lose like that. Shit don't even make sense. Shit don't add up in my head like that. All right. But then you came in next week. You know what I'm saying? As we hear, put a curveball to it. You was like, hold on, open your eyes, sir. Look at this. Yeah. Look at the promo. He's giving everybody the mic. Everybody gets the mic time. I'm like, you're right. You're right. That kind of, and that overshadows what the Pinnacle are doing. And I remember you saying, too, from last week, you were saying, like, this can possibly be a rubber match.
Yeah, there could be a third match after this.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think I'm a head down the line with that. Like, this is a rubber match down the line. So yeah, it is decided. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm doing. I'm saying this of my own free will. Okay? Does that make you happy?
When we come back, does that make you happy? Pinnacle wins. You're like, damn, I should have picked the Pinnacle. You led me astray.
No, sir.
It's your fault.
I already know where you're going with this. Sir. All right? That's all I was like.
This has happened to me before, where I'm wrong, and you change your pick, and it's like, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. They could decide, hey, we're going to end the story here. The only way this can end is if, they have a match like this with these stipulations and one of these factions is disbanded. So it could be that they're looking to end this now, but I just don't. Something tells me this is not the end. It's seeing what they're doing, seeing how Jericho has been with his guys, with his boys. It feels like they're leading down that road of, hey, we have not lived up to our potential, and we still have work to do. Like, you can't end this faction here, because it'll almost feel like a failed group, really.
Yeah.
Like, the only guy that did anything was Jericho.
Yeah.
So what was the point of the faction? Like, every real successful faction, even the Hurt Business, all of them had gold.
They did.
Right? All of them had gold before they disbanded them. So, you know, it's usually like that. You go down the list of like DX and NWO, you know, and recently with Undisputed. Like, typically, they all will have had some gold, some championship success before they split up that faction. So, yeah, to me, and God, AEW loves their factions. We just talked about the Factory. Why the fuck is the Factory a faction? Why does QT Marshall have a faction? He shouldn't. But they just love doing that shit, man. They're like, you know what? Yeah, you get a faction. You get a faction.
You get a faction.
You get a faction.
Varsity Blondes. Faction. Get your cheerleader. Faction.
Everybody, you get your cheerleader, throw her in there. Now you're a faction.
Right.
Man, yeah, man. They love their faction. I don't think they're splitting this faction up, man. Because if anything, if they did, what'll probably happen is they split up this faction, but then all of the members of the Inner Circle create their own factions. Like, they all become their own factions.
Subsidiaries.
Yeah, right. Of the Inner Circle. I can see it. Subsidiary factions. That's all that's going to happen. Sammy's going to have a faction. Santana Ortiz are going to have a faction. Jake Hager's going to have a faction. It's going to happen. It's like, what? They just multiplied. What the fuck? There's like 4 in the
Cut off one head and 2 more come up.
It's fucking Hydra over here. What the fuck? Holy shit. So yeah, man. I think let's play this out a little bit longer. Let them get some more success. Let them get some gold, and then we can split them up down the road. That's fine. So all right. So you're decided.
It is decided. I said it. Okay. All right. My own free will, sir.
All right. Inner Circle it is then to stick around to win Stadium Stampede, and they lost the last Stadium Stampede too.
They did.
So
yep.
Give them the dub. Give them the dub. Let them get a win in Stadium Stampede. I think that'd be cool, and it'd be a great moment for the fans too to see that. You know, first match back.
Yeah.
And they get a big W to celebrate with Jericho and the crew. So that would be awesome. Yeah. So we got through all the matches. This is gonna be a long card. I hope to stay awake through the whole thing. You know, but I'm gonna worst case scenario, I'll watch it in 2 parts. That's the worst case scenario, but we'll see. We'll see how I do. And I'll be honest about how my viewing experience when we do the recap after the fact. So yeah, man, definitely excited for that. Before we call it an episode here, you had brought up a topic, so I want to, I feel like we still got a little bit of time.
All right.
So let's go ahead and hit that topic if you remember offhand, because I don't remember the actual topic. I just remember you letting me know, like, hey, we had a topic for the show. Something that was hot in the streets.
I ain't got to look for it. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to Grandma Wendy from Top of Wrestling Talk. She had tagged me. I guess she tagged us both. Now I remember the post, and she had posted in another group, but the potential of a match between the Tribal Chief, all right, Roman Reigns against the Fiend.
Why?
Blah.
I'm like, why? I have no desire to see that. I have no desire to see that match. As I'm thinking about it right now, there's such great storytelling happening with Roman Reigns.
I don't need a dark,
just
shit
such
stain.
shitty storytelling being told with the Fiend. That, like, those two in my mind right now just don't go together. There's a lot of different storylines, a lot of different potential opponents that I still want for Roman Reigns. I could see a one-on-one match with Edge coming up. when we get crowds again, just to have Edge finally get that matchup that was supposed to happen at WrestleMania before Daniel Bryan jumped in. Obviously, with Jimmy and Jay, I could see Jimmy versus Roman at some point, because we're getting there. I mean, Jimmy versus Jay, I think we're getting to, and then eventually Jimmy versus Roman. He has to work his way up the Mortal Kombat ladder first. You need to get Jimmy before you can get Roman. So there's other matchups. Obviously, Big E, that's a big one. At WrestleMania. But yeah, this one, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Fiend. I'm worried about the Fiend. I'm worried about Bray, to be honest with you.
Well, did you see that post that he's the reason why that he took that L at WrestleMania, because he wanted to take a break. He still
take some time.
Yeah, because of the death of Brody Lee, man. He took it really, really personal. rightfully so, man.
Yeah.
They, grew up like brothers.
That's good. Yeah.
He's going through, mental.
From a mental health standpoint, that I'm fully supportive of. Take as much time as you need. In all honesty, like that's that being the reason, I think that's a good reason to take some time off. The bothersome thing about it from a I guess the thing that he worked so hard to build in terms of this Fiend character, it's just been booked so poorly.
Yeah.
And the way the last thing we saw, it just wasn't great.
Yeah.
From that character, and now it seems like Alexa Bliss is taking this character, and it's like, are they giving Alexa his gimmick? Like, are they giving it to her? What he created is now like here you go. I hope that that's not the case, and I hope that we get some kind of continued story from what happened at WrestleMania, and we can explain like what is happening, what the dynamic is between those two. 'Cause I think his character and Bray, the person, deserves that for the character, rather than, all right,
just
like
skip
Alexa's,
to the next nod.
Yeah,
I would like
she's
to
gonna
see,
be this voodoo witch,
yeah.
and Bray is just Mr. Rogers, and that's it. Like, what? So yeah,
I would just like to see a conclusion for that when he comes back.
Yeah,
that would just make sense. I don't want him to go like, okay, it just never happened. I'm just gonna dismiss what Alexa Bliss does. I'd be like, what? Man, she got all voodoo witch on you and started spitting up black blood and crying all black blood and all that. Like, no,
right?
You can take care of it and handle that. She got your powers.
Oh man. So yeah, now for Roman, like another person too, Seth Rollins, obviously. I feel like him versus Seth.
Shout out to Seth, man. That dude Drip was on. Just wait, it's man. He still made
this SmackDown.
Yes, on this SmackDown, bro.
I think I saw a picture because this was he celebrating his birthday?
He was.
Okay, I saw a small clip. He's like, Cesaro isn't here, and he can't ruin the best day because it's my birthday. I saw that, so that was cool. That was cool.
Okay.
Yeah, no, shout out to Seth for real for just his character work, everything he's doing, and the drip is on point. It's definitely, oh my God, that man. Like,
that's part of his character. He knows what he's doing. That's smart, bro. He sticks out like that. Like, everybody's anticipating what he's going to wear next week. You know what I'm saying? It's always something different.
Yeah, it's just what he's doing, the work that he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Like, Roman's work has been amazing, and he's definitely like the top guy, like in wrestling, period. But
thank you
for Seth. Like, oh my God, like it's amazing to see.
Yes,
like. The transformation and just him continuing to evolve his character from like the Monday Night Messiah to now this visionary character.
Yeah,
it's great, man. What he was doing to the Mysterio family, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And then it became one of the best things going in SmackDown for a while.
Oh my God,
it was great.
Now you got new music. I love his new music.
His new music is awesome. Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, this shit all like heavy metal, man.
Whoa. I was like, oh yeah, here we go. Man, I can't. I just, it's great. Yeah. He's great. Roman's great. SmackDown is on point. It's great. I can't wait to see this past episode. Mm-hmm. But yeah, back to the question, like that, I wouldn't be excited to see. Not right now. They would have some work to do to get us to that point.
Yeah, they would have to, rebook Bray, let him get some wins, tell the story about him rectifying his his losses, getting his revenge, and then if it makes sense, if he's built properly now, like as this beast, I'm like, all right, now I can see these two collide. But right now it's like, bro, Roman's in the heavens. In the universe,
so far beyond the Fiend right now. It's not even funny.
Yes.
It's just, not on his level right now. Not on his level. I mean, really nobody is, but the closest thing to him right now would be Seth Rollins. Like I would say, as far as like getting me excited to see what he's going to do next, that's the next guy. It's like, seeing Seth come out, I'm like, ooh, what's Seth going to say? What's he going to do? Like that's the next best thing to a Roman Reigns promo or Roman Reigns story point is Seth Rollins, what he's doing. So he's the closest thing.
Yeah, man. Tribal Chief.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it, man, because I got a feeling we're going to have Tribal Chief SummerSlam against John Cena.
John Cena, he's been talking about making his return.
Yeah.
When, so you're thinking they're going to run it back.
They need to run it back like this now. This how it's supposed to be the first time.
This is what it should have been. That's true.
Yes.
That's true. But I have a bad feeling, though, man, like when John Cena comes back, that they may want to give him this record. Like, anytime John Cena comes back.
No.
Think about it, though.
That's you got to put.
He needs to go to Raw.
No.
Cena needs to go to Raw.
And face who at SummerSlam?
And face Bobby.
I see Bobby and Brock, bro. That's the big match. You got two big matches. You need John Cena,
that's great.
Roman Reigns,
that booking is
and you
great.
need Brock and Bobby Lashley.
Great.
Yeah,
that booking's great.
Yeah.
I do like that. I do like that pairing.
Yep.
Those two, it makes a lot of sense. I just feel like I don't want John Cena to beat Roman Reigns.
It's not going to happen. The Tribal Chief, sir.
Are you? No, I know. But
you're pissing me off just showing doubtfulness in my Tribal Chief right now against John Cena.
Team time.
I don't give a fuck.
John Cena. Like, and he lost. Roman beat him the first time. So now this WWE has, they love John Cena. To them, John Cena is the Mount Rushmore of WWE. There's 4 faces of John Cena, all different Fruity Pebbles colors of him on Vince's Mount Rushmore of WWE.
This destroys all what the Tribal Chief has been building then. I do not accept that. I 100% do not accept that. I 100% guarantee the Tribal Chief will beat John Cena clean. Squeaky clean.
Oh, he better beat him clean. Yeah,
squeaky clean.
That would be my prediction, but I would be nervous. I'd be like, oh God, they're gonna do it. He's gonna win. He's gonna break the record on Roman Reigns.
They gotta do that because that's a good tease. That's a good, it makes the match.
That's a great story.
Right.
It makes it for a great story.
And it makes the match unpredictable too. Like it's not too predictable. So you gotta have that in there. You gotta have that spice in there. I understand.
It does.
But I already see the outcome. It's
like when Goldberg went against Drew and they were trying to say this is the one title that Goldberg had.
And you was on the edge. You was like, I don't know. Like, just like before.
Yeah.
Just like now.
Oh man. It's like it's meant to be. I know Vince wants to give him this title. I know he wants to do it. He can make history. Vince lives for this shit, man. Like, but thank goodness he saw the light on that one.
He did.
And just did not give it to Goldberg on that. Like, you don't need that. Just no. But, yeah. Ugh. We'll see, man. That booking, I like it, though. Bobby and Brock would be awesome. And Roman and John Cena? Holy shit, for SummerSlam?
And SummerSlam's supposed to be in Vegas, too, so...
Wow.
You got 2 heavyweight bouts.
That would be huge.
Yes.
That would be huge.
Yes.
I mean, as a alternate, I could see Edge there. I could see that. I could see Edge going against a Roman Reigns in a matchup like that, 1-on-1. Like that's another one where
proper rematch that he wanted.
Well, that would be another one where people would be like, they're gonna have Roman beat Edge again. Like do him like that again. Like you would have people on the edge of their seats wondering like what's gonna happen.
I don't know if I want to see him run it back with Edge after he got stacked with Daniel Bryan. If he didn't get stacked, then then I'm like, I'll be down. But you got stacked, bro. You got embarrassed. I don't care now.
Right. No,
Roman Reigns put a burning image in my brain. He was like, "This, he ain't coming back. This is for neat."
It's like, well, Paul Heyman said it was damn near a handicap match. Like, he pinned him as if it was 2-on-1.
Yes.
And he beat them both in the same match. They both did the submission at the same time. They were trying. And he just said, nope, I'm taking both of you out. Stack
Paul Heyman.
Smash them, stack them, pin them. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, Paul Heyman.
Oh, man.
Speaking facts about this tribal chief. Did you see how giddy he was when the tribal chief granted him that he can praise him?
Yeah, he was so happy. Oh my goodness, that man just couldn't. Oh, thank you. Oh, my tribal chief, my lord, my everything. Oh, thank you.
Bro, we would just eat that up too. I would just eat that up.
Oh,
it's like, I don't like the glow. I don't like the glow. You know.
Have Paul go down the list and break it down. And yeah, when you hear Paul talk about it, I was like, damn. Woo. Of course, Paul's gonna make it. Just the words come out of his mouth, and it's like, shit. You listen. So yeah, it was great. I just picture you having that recorded and like replaying that over and over again.
Like this, rewind 15 seconds.
Give it to me again, Paul. I just picture that, like you just being all about it, man.
I tried with you.
Oh, but it was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. That was a great promo.
Hell yeah.
Man. But hey, that's gonna do it for. We got a little bonus time, here, talking a little bit about WWE on this one. But the AEW Double or Nothing prediction show has concluded. Yes. We have made our picks. Yeah. We will see how it goes. We will do our recaps. Afterwards, you will find out our reactions of everything that happened. Did I fall asleep? Was Devin right on the 6 matches or under before he fell asleep?
Will Lance Archer beat Miro?
Oh, man. Yeah. Who will take the bigger L between Lance Archer or Miro? Who will get buried between those 2 wrestlers? Oh, shit, man. Oh, dude. You will find all that out. You'll find out our feelings and reactions on all of that coming soon. But before we go, as always, Devin, tell the people where they can catch us.
Yes, all the time. And before I talk about where they can find us, I have a huge announcement to announce.
Huge.
Yes, in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time. For the first time ever, we will be going live. We will do a live stream. You can catch us on Streamlabs, going on a different platform too. That's right, baby. Streamlabs.
Now, why? Why are we going live?
Why are we going live? Because it is our 200th.
There we go.
Episode.
There we go.
One of our biggest milestones right here. We've been 2 years in the podcast game. And we are finally arrived at our 200th episode. And we're going to live stream it for you, baby. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. We got you. All right. And then you can catch all those social platforms on the website, Clark Street ST for the abbreviation. Oh, I'm messing up already. ClarkStreetWrestling.com. ST for the abbreviation. I'm a little excited. I'm a little excited for in 2 weeks' time because we're going live. I can't wait. It's gonna be good.
You didn't mention TikTok.
TikTok. All that good stuff. Facebook, Instagram, the Facebook group, Clark Street Wrestling Community. All that good stuff that I forget now. I'm remembering right now. All right, you can find it on the website. All that good stuff. And I cannot forget about our merch store.
Merch.
Yes. Our merch.
Get your merch.
All this. Look at this beautiful shirt. This is a tank. It's hot in the streets right now. I'm wearing tanks right now. Get your tanks. All right? Get your motherfucking beach towels. All right?
Even though Chicago, you wouldn't know it in Chicago right now. It's like 50 degrees.
God, it's cold, damp, raining.
Right now.
It was just thundering out there just a few minutes.
We chose to live here.
Yeah, hey,
it is what it is.
You know.
Damn near June, and we sitting here freezing, but, it is what it is.
I got the heat on this shit, man. Furnace is going right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But once again, you can always find all that good stuff, all the good merch, all the beach towels, tanks right here, face masks, cups, all that good stuff. ClarkStreetWrestling.com /store. All right.
Yes, absolutely. You mentioned beach towels too, right?
I did mention. I said get your motherfucking beach towels.
Okay, there we go. In my brain, I was missing the beach towels.
No, beach
so
towels.
I didn't
get your beach towels.
There we go.
We got two different beach towels. All right. Get this logo and then the other one that you see in our background right now. Both of us. All right. Get your beach towels.
Awesome. Well, with that said, that is going to do it for this prediction episode for AEW Double or Nothing. So, for Devin, I'm Hafeez. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the Clark Street Wrestling Podcast.